Payments by Clerk Report. The Payments by Clerk Report is the most used report in OpenBook. It records each individual payment and refund that occurs under the username of the employee logged in at the time the payment or refund was recorded in OpenBook. Any combination of days or times can be selected for this report. Select Business Day rather than Custom Times if you want the report to default to the exact time your business days were open during the time frame selected, or if you want the numbers to match the numbers on the management reports. Select Custom Times and the report will default to 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. the following day, or just enter your own times. Each individual payment and refund is accompanied by the transaction or payment type used, the date, the name of the guest that made the payment or received the refund, the unit involved, the invoice number, the username used that was logged in, and the amount paid or refunded. All refunds are shown with a negative number. Subtotals are shown for each username logged in displaying how much money an employee brought in for each payment type and in total. This report can be used for balancing out a front desk employee's cash drawer at the end of their shift by running the report for the entire day and looking at the payment received per user logged in, or by looking at the report during a specific time period of a shift. Keep in mind that this report simply records the payments and refunds taken, but does not take into account how much cash was already in the drawer at the beginning of the shift. So you'll need to keep track of this separately. Grand totals, which include all payments received by all clerks, are shown at the bottom of the report. Totals are broken down by payment type. Use this report to batch out your credit card terminal at the property each night. The credit card payments received should match your credit card terminals at batch. When batching out your credit card terminal, be sure to run the report for the exact same time as the credit card batch, and remember to only look at the in-house payments received and not the internet totals, because the internet credit card transactions are kept track of separately from your in-house credit card terminal. The Payments by Clerk report is a great report to look at to determine the amount of money being paid upfront online through the guests paying their deposit due. This is not the total amount of money they will pay by checkout. This is simply the deposit they paid online at the time of booking. Any additional payments made on internet reservations at the hotel to pay off the remaining balance after the deposit that was paid online will be recorded in the in-house money. To see all of the revenue coming in from the internet reservations, look at the source report in the marketing section. All internet reservations have an invoice number where the very last number is an odd number. In contrast, all reservations made by a front desk employee have an invoice number ending in an even number. The Payments by Clerk report is also a good place to turn to if you're trying to narrow down a problem or a mistake. The Payments by Clerk report also shows all payments made to direct bill accounts broken down by the individual invoices the payment was applied to. For example, if you had 5 invoices that were direct billed and each was for $84.75, which would add up to a total of $423.75. If you received one payment for $423.75 and applied it to all 5 reservations, the payment will actually be broken down by each individual reservation on this report. So instead of seeing one $423.75 payment, you'll see 5 $84.75 payments. They'll also have the direct bill account name. The invoice number shown on the Payments by Clerk report for any direct bill payments is the invoice number associated with the direct bill account, not an individual reservation, and cannot be found in the system. To find the invoice number of the actual reservation so that you can look it up in OpenBook, go to the direct bill payment screen for the direct bill account that the payment was taken on and look at the payment history.